Hello and welcome to the video. Before we get started, if you'd like to provide input on future content and get our weekly newsletter, click on our survey. The link will be below. We also have a report on Ethereum 2, along with a bonus report on why you should learn Solidity now. Again, the link will be below. Now on to the video, and thank you. Okay, so today we're going to talk about another example, maybe perhaps a more practical example, which is NFTs for, in this case, for a sporting event. They give you two examples, the Magic card and the sporting event. And the sporting event, it defines some items ahead of time. Now this derived basically says that it's going to bring these things into the object or make these methods available on the object. Section, field luxury. Team, which is home or away. And this says bringing all the stuff on NFT data to this method, to this ticket, the structured ticket. And you have a sporting event, and then of course tickets collected XRT, that's how you're paying for it. Field price, and you have price of the luxury, price of the field, admin authority, because that's their authority method that keeps people from doing unauthorized. This is actually one of their unique things about Rave. So we need to talk about how they do authority. That's probably that as a separate video because I think that's worthy of it. Now you implement the sporting event, and in the new, what you're going to do is you create the admin badge, again the authorization. Then you have define your NFT. You create your ticket bucket based on your NFT definition. And then you first create your luxury tickets, which are A to D, number 1 to 10, and they are going to cost, and we'll see that later. And then the field level seats, which don't have a seat number, and they assume the prediction is the home team. And again, your authorization badge lets you create it. So you have your tickets, and then they set the price to 10 for the field and 100 for the luxury. You have your admin authority, again. And the two main methods you're going to call are buy field ticket and buy luxury ticket. And what's going to happen is it's going to use this get ticket method. Get ticket is going to take a section, a seat, if it's a luxury, and it will return the ticket. So when you say and it returns your ticket. So let's go through this. So the first thing, of course, is you're going to publish it. Now I've already published it, but let's go through it again. And it's going to go through, and your package ID, you have to save that. So let's save all that. And let me copy that so I have that to then instantiate the our object here. So we're going to call function on that, but I'm going to give it the... Now this new does not take any parameters, so we just do this here. And we get our resource definition, we get our component, and this is our, so we get our component ID. Again, this is important to get our component ID because we're going to use that to call any of the methods. So let's copy that. And we're going to first try to buy a luxury ticket. And I will show you something. Now remember when we looked at the code it said 1 to 10. So this is what happens. Whoop. That didn't. That did not. Let's see. Let me make sure I have the right. No. I do not have the right component ID. There we go. I'm just trying to put it into one, make sure you're seeing everything. Why is it not copying over the... Okay. Let me get this back. Here we go. Got that. And I'm going to copy that. And hopefully it'll come in here. There we go. So what we got here is it's calling the method buy luxury ticket. This is the component ID, and this is well, that's not right down there. What we need here is, because this is going to complain, this is going to be, and this is going to be true, and this is going to be 100, comma, and then the Radix token ID is what you need. Copy that. And paste it there. Okay, so it panicked, exactly what I expected, because A100 doesn't exist. So let's change this to A10, and I believe that should work. No, it did not like that. For some reason, I would have thought, looking at the code, where you can see it's creating luxury tickets here, A through D, for number 1 and 10. So that should be A. Well, let's try A1, see if that works. Could not. There you go. So it bought its luxury ticket. Now you can also buy a standard ticket or a field ticket, and that's only 10. And oh, what did I do? Oh, I didn't get rid of the A1, which we don't need because we're not, there we go. And there you go. You bought your field ticket. So you can see it's using my, here's the component address, the amount, the resource. This is taken from context. So this stands for the Radix or XRD. This is how much. And this is the account. So this, this is the account. This is my account, my virtual account, fake account. Now, again, it's a little tricky sometimes to figure out how to pass it the format it wants. For example, by ticket, it wants this payment. And I was a little unsure how that was defined. And I ended up going back to the other end, because they didn't have a test here. I said, well, I could probably find something similar in Magic Card. So I looked in the test here, and I noticed this line here, format Radix token. So I knew that I wanted the Radix. I said, well, it's probably the Radix address, and this is probably the amount. Because this is by special card. Okay, and this is by normal card, which is much less. So that's how I figured that out. And now we have an understanding of how, my guess is that's probably how it's done on all these contracts. So we have an understanding on how to pass the purchase. Now again, you could have been another token, because notice it did take a token address. So if it was taking some token you made up, then it would then you would just pass it that token address, and again it's going to check that you have the proper amount. And I can also, let me check. Okay, let me do this. Doesn't like, I'm just going to do grep show. And so what this is showing me is my account. And I have one ticket to the big game, two tickets to the big game, one test badge, 2 test token. Let's see, resource definition, so let me see if it shows how much XRDs I have. This much XRD. So it will tell you exactly what you have. So then you can actually check, did I buy the ticket to the big game? Well, yeah, I ran it twice and I bought 2 of them. So that's basically how this works. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. And hopefully this has been informative and interesting. And I will speak to you next time. Take care.